Oh, that's the one that you bought the other day.
Hey. Welcome to Velvet Puff Live. I'm Betty.
I'm Zach.
And we have another in-house special guest from the Vintage Boutique. We have Miss Zandra Bailey. She's our fashionista. So we want to thank you again for coming in today. You are more than welcome. So she's our fashionista, but you wear many hats. You decorating and all that other good stuff. Bake good cakes, and
it's a lot.
All that good stuff.
It's a master of jack of many, master of none.
That's Sandra. So we thank you again for coming, and we'll just start with our normal routine. And we'll start with Sandra. Tell us what you were smoking, because she already came in smoking, y'all. So just go ahead, because she couldn't wait. She was so excited.
I was so excited. I am smoking a CRUX Moderna.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay.
It's a new one. I just tried it today.
Okay. You like it so
I
far?
do. It's smooth.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
cool.
Smooth. I like it.
Okay.
I really do.
Well, and we're gonna pair that. We're gonna put her on our sponsored whiskey for tonight. Again, it's with Twin P. She's never had it, so we're gonna pair that with your cigar.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try a fire cured cigar, and its flavor is chocolate. I'm just gonna try it. My first rolling experience was with fire cured tobacco. So we're gonna see what it do. And what are you smoking, Zach?
I have a conscious cigar out of Florida.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it has an individual name, but it is Conscious Cigars. He's a black-owned cigar business out of Florida.
Yeah, really nice guy too.
And this looks like this is a Maduro.
Yeah, okay. I think he did give me a Maduro. Yeah. I think he has a Connecticut and a Maduro blend. But so this is what we're gonna be doing, guys, and sipping and talking fashion. Okay.
My favorites.
That's your two favorite things. Okay, so the first question is this is like our icebreaker. Okay. This is one of the icebreaker questions.
Oh Lord. I'm gonna fix my drink.
Okay. Look, I might need one too.
Yeah, it's not gonna be that hard. So as far as cigars go, and then we'll get into the whole fashion thing. Like, what is your go-to cigar?
I like a Olivia right now.
Okay.
I'm really smoking Olivia right now. I smoked it so much I bought quite a few.
Okay.
So that's my go-to. It's light, it's airy, it's the right length. Because I don't like them too long. I don't like them too fast.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So you like a Robusto?
Yeah, like so I can go ahead, and when I light it, I can go ahead and just smoke it. Because I hate to light one, put it out.
Relight it.
Yes, because we all know they don't,
You have to make time for cigars.
Yes, that's time. And right now it's the perfect time because the weather right. Y'all know I love to sit outside. So I sit
Everybody want to be outside.
Everybody want to sit inside and get my cigar, my drink, and mind my business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, this all right.
You good?
It is. It's really good.
I might swing back.
I mean, it's different, but it's good.
Okay. Different is good.
Mm-hmm.
We know we hadn't been on in a while. 1 week seemed like we been on. Just 1 week. We're back. So while she's figuring out the notes in this thing, because she's supposed to be talking.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure. I'm figuring it out, and I will also let you guys know that Zandra and I are a part of a social club.
Yes, we are.
We're still, in the works of getting the social club together, but she is a proud member
of
of the first female cigar social club here in Jackson.
Yes.
We will have a few meetings. So if there's anyone that's watching that would like to be a part, we will, get your information, shoot me an email or text or whatever, and then we can sit down and discuss what we're planning on doing with those social club that's upcoming. Got a couple events that we plan on attending, and we're just gonna have a good time. We got a mission,
like-minded women sitting around and drawing a good stick and talking. We're gonna throw a little fashion in there too.
Yes, right. I see she all dressed up. And
where's she going? Well, I had somewhere to go prior, and then also fashion is what I do. So I want to talk about the power of a little black dress. Every woman should own a little black dress.
You're right, and not just for funerals.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because that was the going thing. Most people would have their black dress to go to their funeral.
No. And she was like, "Where are you going?" I'm cute on a Wednesday because I can be.
Well, hey, baby,
because I can be on a Wednesday. On a Wednesday.
Hey.
Lipstick, heels, the whole nine.
Yeah, I mean, she's
to come sit with Betty, and
then I'm looking like Ancient Mammy sitting up here with all these green flowers. But it's okay. It's okay.
Well, you have to look like what you say you are.
Well, now I've been on the run.
That's like you know about cigars. I know about fashion.
You're right.
So
because you're supposed to be helping me.
I do.
Tell me when. You do. Tell me when.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Okay.
Oh, my Lord. Yes, God.
Okay.
All right, guys, come on in again. We're back. We missed a week, but we're back.
Okay.
Smoking in style is what we're doing tonight.
We might have to. Get me with this because I don't know how to
just go back to talking.
Okay. Anywho, okay, got on my hand. All right, so let's just dive in. Let's dive into the fashion scene. So, everyone, we have quite a few boutiques around town. So, how did you start your boutique?
Well,
hold on, you got to give your bio. I know you gave me one. But I can't read writing.
We're going to talk our way through it. So
okay.
Let's get
so, well, we want to let them know that you are from Jackson.
Yes, okay. I am from Jackson, Mississippi. Okay. I grew into fashion. My mom used to commentate Vogue and Squire fashion show. They used to commentate. My mom was the commentator. My mom would go out on the road with them. So for me, I grew up watching her get dressed.
Okay.
Watching her friends get dressed. And it stayed with me. Like I can dress anybody for anything just by looking at you. That's men, that's women. It's never a time when you call me and you say, bye, bye, bye. I don't come back with
right. Because now you did dress me for that dinner on block.
Yeah. And thank you for saying that.
Okay.
Because we dressing y'all again for dinner and blanc. I got some new white pieces coming. If it's something specific that you're looking for, don't you hesitate to call, inbox, text, however you want to do it. Get to me because it's that time of year.
It is.
And I got to dress you again.
Hey, Erica, we see you out there.
June 14th is when it is, right?
Yeah, you're going to be here.
Are we going to be here June 14th? I have to check the calendar to make sure we don't have an event.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was Erica saying, hey, B, B, and Z.
Hey,
she
Erica.
named that whole alphabet.
But so with that being said, I started officially 10 years ago. This was my 10-year anniversary.
Okay.
So when I started, it wasn't quite as many boutiques as it was. So I've been in the game for a minute.
Okay. Well, and as far as your fashion, like what do you consider your fashion style?
My fashion style is all over the place.
Okay.
Tomorrow I might wake up and have on some oversized basketball shorts, some t-shirts, and some tennis shoes, but I'm a rock.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just fashion is how you feel. A hairstylist when I was younger, she used to say, you remember back in the day we used to get our hair done every week? She used to say
every other week.
You was rich.
Right. It was every other week of French waves.
But you remember what I'm saying? And Joyce McQuaid would always say, ain't no hairstyle ugly. You only got to wear it for a week.
Okay.
So no outfit is ugly. You just might need to twerk it the next time.
Okay, just switch it up.
But even if it's not the best, you gonna wear it like it's
You have to have the confidence.
There you go.
Right. Because I'm not gonna lie. Some of the pieces that you've given me, I've worn them.
Right.
But it did take me out of my comfort zone.
Correct.
You know, because I'm not middle aged, but I'm a mature woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because my kids, they be like, "Where you think you going?"
Out.
Right. And so, but it's just something different. But of course, when I wear it, I'm like, okay, it does boost your confidence.
Yes,
it gives you that. Okay, I look good.
As women, sometimes we forget our superpower.
Mm-hmm.
That's your superpower. Red lipstick.
Oh,
Look.
Look.
That's your superpower. Smell good.
Okay,
You know, when you look good, you feel good.
Right.
You know,
You got Deion Sanders.
it works. It's true. When you look good, you feel good. You know, get up, comb your hair, put some clothes on, put on a little perfume and a little lipstick going
Make sure
out.
you bathe. Make sure you bathe now.
Hey, go ahead and tackle the world that day.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You could wake up feeling, I could wake up feeling horrible, but I'm gonna decide to have a good day.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna get dressed and I'm gonna proceed to have
a good day. Right. Okay. Well, that makes sense. Because again, like I said, the pieces were lovely.
Yeah.
You know, one of my favorite pieces that I don't get to wear often just because it's the jeans. Those jeans with they got the holes up, they crisscross.
Yeah.
I love those jeans.
Okay, what's the problem?
It's just
the holes.
It's like, girl, where you going? Like,
outside.
You sure gonna be outside?
Well, okay. Well, now let's switch it up. There's multiple ways to wear those jeans. You and Zach going out, you wear the jeans as is. You're running around through the day. Why not put on a colored biker short up under there with a top that match?
Okay, that's a good idea.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay, that's a good idea.
Because what you're worried about is the nudeness. So I just took the nudeness away.
Yeah.
By putting on. Now don't go with no biker short way down here.
Okay.
Just
the little short like a boy short.
Not boy shorts. Boy shorts up here.
Kind of
the
like
mid calf. Mid thigh.
Mid thigh. Okay.
And so now all you showing is no
almost
more
like
what
boxers.
Yes.
Okay.
Now you're showing no more leg that I'm showing right now.
Yeah, because baby, that Uncle be. I'm like, whoa, what are you doing? You can't walk out with that.
Yeah.
But those are like my favorite jeans.
Okay.
But all the pieces I've worn, I love. So fashions. What did you say? 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
All right. So as far as the name, how did you come up with the name for your business?
Well, as you say, we're mature women. So for me, I thought about it. Okay, I remember Barbie when I was growing up. Okay. So that's why I said Vintage Barbie. Okay. So back to where, the Barbie doll that I used to have. Barbie represented. Yeah. Okay. What Barbie represented. Back then. Okay. So I called
the first black Barbie came in the late 70s.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Right around the time most of us were born.
Yeah. Right.
87. I've been on the planet 12 years. Come 87, but okay, yeah.
No, I said the late 70s.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah. We 78.
Yeah, 75. So you're right. Yeah.
Okay. Does that have any questions?
Oh, I'm just letting y'all break the ice because we're gonna get into how do you dress dad bods like myself. For those of us that are not physically fit, may have a pudge here or there.
Pudge you want to hide, just don't tuck that shirt in. No tucking of the shirt.
Oh, okay,
just don't tuck that shirt.
Well, sometimes we have to when you
sometimes you have to when you have your suit on, then you have your jacket on. Just remember, don't pull that belt too tight. I hate a man have a little stomach that is tucked in and the belt pulled tight. It's a lot going. You look real uncomfortable, sir. But and when you have a dad bod, this new style of clothes is this where most grown men don't really like them real slim fit.
That's
fit
everything.
in the front,
Right? Slim fit, Euro fit.
Slim fit and straight leg is two totally different things. Do not.
Because I wear straight legs.
You wear straight legs. Children wear skinny jeans. We grown men don't wear skinny jeans. No.
But if you want me to look like the WB frog,
we sure don't.
With the little legs and the stomach.
How my Frenchie look when he stand up on the side of the side.
I ain't trying to bless y'all that way.
No, not that way.
You got to pay to see that.
Not that way. Not that way.
So where do you normally go for your fashions? Like, where do you order, or do you go to different events?
We have trade shows, just like y'all go to trade shows. Magic is your biggest one. It's in Vegas twice a year, and it's really at the change of season. So right now, even though it's summertime, you're starting to look at fall clothes.
Get everything out.
Right, because you gotta go. I gotta go look at fall clothes for the fall. Summer, I've already know what I'm gonna get. Right. So you go to you have your biggest trade show, which is Magic. Then you have the Atlanta market. Then Dallas has a market.
Okay.
Then I don't want to give too much away, but those are kind of it, and those are your main ones. Then of course you go out to LA.
Okay.
The fashion district. And then you go to New York.
Well,
and New York is fun now. You get two different styles. When you go to LA, you get what you call the junior fashion.
Junior fashions.
The more what you have on.
Okay, more relaxed.
Yes. Okay. But when you go to New York, you're going high end.
Okay, high end.
You're going to a different. You get your lined blazer, your lined dresses.
Okay.
It's different.
Okay. Now I know most, like when we talk about the seasons, I know people always say that there's the color, the color for the season. Who determines that, or how does that come about?
You've always watched that movie, The Devil Wears Prada, right? Those people.
Okay, so they determine
the fashion designers, your main fashion, your Chanel, your Gucci, your Yves Saint Laurent, those big fashion houses determine what the color is going to be. And then most times they say it, and then what's big now? Green, deep emerald green. That's deep. We're getting back to rich colors now. So it's either deep rich colors or light pastel colors.
And so are those seasonal colors, or is that like for the year?
They're kind of seasonal because it might switch, and then that's just like nothing drives me more crazy than somebody calling me right now. You got a purple dress.
Not in season.
It's not in season. You got sequins.
Although that may be your favorite
color.
That
might be the color that you wear in the grandma's funeral.
But that's not the
color
of the
color that's in the season right now. Or sequins. You can't always call them. When you got something, no. Even when you shop, you see sequins when?
During holiday time.
That's right. It starts hitting around November. Because you need it for Christmas and you need it for New Year's. You're a bold woman. A lot of people don't wear a lot of. Well, they doing it now because of Cowboy Carter, I guess. Everybody. But sequins is a once of the year thing, and you have to get it. And white is great no matter every year.
So that myth of white after Labor Day.
I wear white when I want to.
Okay. That's a myth.
Lisa Ray do.
You wear white whenever you want.
Every day, all day, all year round.
White.
So my go-to color for the longest time was gray. I was a black and gray for years. My favorite color is blue. And colors that I don't like to wear are red. I'm not a big fan of red.
Why? Because you got a red on the top?
No, I just don't. I don't like it. It's too bright. And
so you say?
Yeah, to me, I think it's too bright.
Okay.
So what would be his color? Like,
I would put him in anything. I would, and then now that he just said he don't like red, I'd make him like red.
Ain't no way.
But, my best male client is and we all know the famous Kanoa. And every time Kanoa got to fight me, every time, man, you was on point. I know.
So did he have to step out his comfort zone, or you just knew when he walked in?
Well, everything I put him on is out of his comfort zone because he doesn't like to dress. So dressing is new to him.
It's ironic that you say that because heterosexually speaking, he's a pretty fly looking fella.
Yes.
And you have to accent, the beard and the gray hair and the this, that, and the other.
Well, and he's for his body type.
And he's in shape.
He's in shape.
So,
tall, slender, body frame.
So he has a lot more options that he can wear because of that.
Because of his frame, his height, his build, those things work for him.
Okay. So we putting you on blast. We need some help with our fashion.
Okay.
We're trying to.
I'm gonna try to help you by fixing my body first.
That,
Make it a
yeah.
little easier.
But with y'all being in the public eye and the
We
way
need a
you're being
look.
blessed,
Right.
and
We
it's-
need a look.
it's growing.
Yes.
You do need a look because
Yeah.
today
I went home
today I will fuss at you.
Well, even for the podcast, we've
Yeah.
had a friend of ours that suggested that we should dress up
for the
for the
podcast.
podcast.
Yeah. I mean, with
Because
the
again,
smoke and
we're
everything,
promoting
that's the
a
only thing.
luxury line.
Yeah.
So we should give you that image of what
yeah,
we're promoting.
and like today, like I told you, I wore this dress for a reason, but I had a date. But I also wore it to show, like we said, I don't know if we said it, every woman needs a little black dress.
Mm-hmm.
It just works, whether you go into a print, they just work.
Now,
Okay.
now let's clarify what little black dress is. Little black dress to me doesn't mean
A
the
little-
shortest
no.
thing that you can
The
find.
word "little black dress" been around long
Right,
before
right,
this
right.
trend
Little
of
black dress,
fashion
little black book, all
that
that
we
stuff.
have now. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? I always pick
So more of a cocktail dress.
yes,
Yeah.
more of a cocktail dress, date night dress,
Okay.
a good sundress.
Okay.
We forget those things.
Okay.
And again, if I'm styling somebody, I'm gonna look at you. So if you got a stomach, I'm not gonna put you anything like what I have on this fitted.
Mhm.
I'm gonna always go with a fit and flare
Mm-hmm.
or A-line.
A-line, yeah.
You know what I'm
think
saying?
I can
I'm gonna
do
fit
the
you through
A-line.
here, and
And
then
for guys that have the Pillsbury Doughboy like myself, you get you a regular fit or a standard fit shirt or suit. My best option are suit separates, so I can get the exact size that I need and know how
or
to
just
get
have
anything
it tailored.
Well, it's just easier to get the
It's
suit
just two
separate
separate.
because I can get that exact size.
But I still, even if we were out shopping for you a suit, I'm still wherever we're gonna go in the stores that I go to, we're still gonna tailor it to you.
Fit. Okay.
To
So
you.
the issue that I run into, I have long arms.
Mm-hmm.
So my jacket size is a 42 long,
Mm-hmm.
but if you get that as a full suit, then the pants may be a 38.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And that's
So,
way too big for me.
That's way too big.
So by the time I cut out 4 inches,
That's how
I bought a
you
whole
done
nother
bought another
suit. So
That's
I just
true.
get the suit separate.
That makes sense when you're mismatched. Yeah,
Right.
I get that.
Well, we need some help.
Well, you talking to the right person.
We
So
need
we
a
got a
style.
photo shoot coming up.
Yeah, we got a photo shoot coming up.
Give me a budget and let me work.
Okay. Give you a budget.
So just remember, well, I ain't gonna say that on here. I say it offline because I don't want everybody in my business.
We'll talk about it. That's like
That's
I don't
we
want
do
everybody
want to.
to
when's the photo shoot?
We shooting for August because that's
Okay.
around our birthday time as well. But the look that we're going for is something that we want to put on our website.
Right.
So we are looking for luxurious, sophisticated.
But we're
boss.
gonna wind up doing a couple of looks because we're gonna do the look with the shirts.
Okay.
Black slacks for him, nice skirt for you, or some shorts, and then we'll take it from
there.
that point on.
Okay.
But for your main pictures, I think you and him should be in y'all shirts.
Okay.
In these shirts.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
No suits.
We can do suits, but if
For the
Betty,
business. it needs
yes,
to
if
be
Betty's sending out a headshot, I would rather for her to have on her shirt, whether we get a button down and have someone monogram it.
Mm-hmm.
However, you get what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because we always want to keep the name.
Right.
That's the most important thing
Right.
to me.
Okay. You're
is the
right.
name.
You're right. Well, see, I'm glad you're here because I'm not a fashion person. I dress for cute and comfort. I'm not.
Fashion ain't always comfortable.
It's not. But for me, I dress cute, comfy. This H&M. I mean,
I get it.
I just whatever is comfortable. That's kind of what I go with now. When I was going into the office, I dressed up a little more. But I've been told I am a old white lady trapped in a black woman's body.
I got a daughter like that.
that.
My daughter is the whitest black woman I ever met. She's a school teacher, and she has embodied being a school. Sometimes I have to remind her, hey, you do know you're 24, right?
Yeah.
And I do that, and I say that because I want her to remember that, because when she gets older, I want her dressing age appropriate. Sometimes we try to go back.
Right.
Doing at 24 because
Right.
you were a single woman with no kids.
Right.
And everybody can dress the trend. You just dress the trend to your age.
Okay. Well, again, I dress for cute and comfort. I don't know a whole lot of name brands because I
It's not about name.
No,
well, that's what I'm saying.
I wear Walmart out, baby.
Well, I love
out
it.
with
My
cheap
my
ones.
store of choice is Old Navy and Banana Republic, which is all the same
I
company.
love a Banana Republic.
So while I'm still able to fit those sizes,
Yeah.
I do find some good deals. A lot of my suits have come from Banana Republic, and they're high-end quality suits.
And Banana Republic high.
But you can look up and get them for $100 or $200
on a good sale.
Right. Especially when
This weekend is a good weekend to go shopping, by the way, y'all. A lot of people are running Memorial Day special. So this is a good weekend to shop.
Yeah, like I said, H&M is my friend. I like because I can, just go and find something flowy and be happy and just keep it moving.
For me, I'm kind of retro classic. I do the slacks. I like the nice socks, whether they're Argyle or
socks.
Yeah, hadn't bought it in a while, and look like the drive ate them all up.
Can't find the match.
But let me go. Let me get back on my mission because
I think as far as the patterns and stuff like that, I know how to put that stuff together.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of getting the right fit, so I don't look like I'm just out here in the streets bad.
I get it.
Well, who is your inspiration? Like, do you have a
favorite designer, favorite model?
No, never have.
Okay.
I ain't gonna even sit here and lie. I just like fashion. I guess I don't know. I don't look to other people for my
fashion. I got you, and that makes sense. You create your own.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that makes sense.
Because I could take one dress and put it on at least 3, maybe 4 different women, and make them all look different.
And fashion is an art in itself, but as it is art, it's subjective. So what we may not like, he shouldn't have wore that, she shouldn't have wore that.
Somebody gonna love.
Somebody gonna.
That goes back to what I said. No outfit.
Because if you go back to, you mentioned New York, a lot of people in New York have crazy style.
Very different.
Well, we say crazy,
but it's just
to
different.
us it's crazy.
It's
us down south it's crazy.
Oh my God!
Because we
they
just
don't match.
We polo shirts
and polka dot together.
But fashion is an expression.
Yeah.
I'm at the age now. I don't really care how other people feel. If I want to wake up tomorrow and put on a sequin dress and run my errands, that's what I'm gonna do. And I promise you, I'm just gonna make you feel uncomfortable because I'm not uncomfortable.
Point taken.
And and that's I don't care.
Yeah. And I'm the same way because, like I said, I dress for cute and comfort.
Yeah.
Now I ain't gonna lie, Timu was my friend for a long time.
I just don't see how.
Yes, my little Timu flip flops I got on now. Timu was my friend, but I noticed with Timu, and I know it's probably not the best or the high quality. They had other brands that I've seen, was it Chic Me? Is that one of the brands? Chic Me?
Now Timu was not a place that I shop. I can't tell you nothing about
Okay,
Timu.
well, Chic Me, I think is a
Chic Me.
Chic Me.
So that's a Timu brand.
Well, no, it's not a Timu brand.
It's a
vendor. Yeah, they're a vendor on Timu.
So because what a lot of people don't know, not to cut you off, anybody can sell on Timu.
Right.
Anybody can sell on
Amazon.
I can sell on Shein.
TikTok.
Everybody. That's just the brand that you found on there.
And they have different vendors.
Yeah.
On Timu.
Yeah.
So when I would shop on Timu, I would look for brands I think it's another one called Laura Gal. So I would look for, again, I know they're not top brand names, but I've noticed that they had the better quality. Versus some of the other, and I've never shopped at Shein, but my kids love it. They love shopping.
I mean, even when you come to the boutique, they're gonna sell something similar, but it's the quality,
right?
It's I know I pride myself in it, and I can say this: 10 years in fashion, no one's ever brought something back because it tore up. No one ever brought something back because it's shrunk in the wash. You have those clothes until if you bought it from me, you got it till you got tired of it. Not because it's strong, not because the zipper, not because you wore it one time and it pulled at the seams, and none of that. You know.
No, I haven't had any of that to happen.
Because that's just the difference. You know, you could go and find something else cheaper. It's just, but it's going to be different. The quality's gonna be off.
Yeah.
But you got, you know, and I don't mind cheap
that
clothes.
Also comes from selecting the right vendor.
Right. And I don't mind cheap clothes. You just gotta buy a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
It's kind of like cheap shoes, they're redundant. Cheap furniture is redundant. So you're gonna keep buying it. So now you might as well went on ahead and bought the good one. And you got it till you got tired of it. You buy 5 cheap dresses and none of them last. So now you gotta go back and buy 5 more cheap dresses. 5 more cheap dresses. So when you should have went and bought that one good cotton dress, it could be something as simple as a cotton t-shirt dress, but now you buy them over and over instead of just buying one good one.
Yeah,
you know, the purpose of my aunts and them that were in Chicago. Like I said, my mom was the only child of 5 sisters, and all those women were blessed. You used to buy Louis Vuitton for the lifetime warranty. Why did you buy Louis Vuitton? You bought it because 10 years from now, if the brass changed, I was supposed to be able to send it back to Louis, and you give me another one. They no longer have a warranty like that. When Ann Taylor was very popular, the purpose of going to buy black pants from Ann Taylor is because even if those pants were 2-3 years old, they could go back, reach back in their warehouse and pull that brand, that style, that name, and still sell them to you.
And they don't do that no more.
No. Things change.
Lifetime warranties don't really exist.
You know, now you know about a $700 belt.
And, right.
You got a 30-day warranty.
We're talking Apple.
Have you thought about doing any collaborations with influencers or other businesses?
Yeah, always. If you always you're looking for that one special person that's gonna put it on and have 1,000 followers and get you 500. Of course, of course. I would.
So have you done anything like that or reached out to any?
I've done some things with Jay Bolin. I've done some things with him. He's pulled pieces from me in the past. He used to pull from me quite a bit in the past. And if a person calls me and they got something going on and you can pitch it to me and you make it sound good, of course.
So explain for those of us that are not in fashion, what does pull pieces mean?
Pull pieces mean they come to you, Ken, or they'll come to you. You're a stylist. I'm a boutique. I'm going to allow you to come and pull pieces from me to take to Betty, to style Betty. So, and then you get the pieces. He just pulled them from my store and presented them to you versus
just
you're
give
coming
you
in the door.
A client profile.
Yes.
I need everything in this size.
Yes. And then
shoe size,
the
this
stylist
size.
goes out. That's just like when you say y'all want everything. I mean, I don't sell for that. So now I got to go out somewhere else and I got to buy it. I got a good repertoire with a suit man. He will let me come in and pull a couple of suits, bring them home, bring them to Zach, let Zach try them, and then I bring them back or bring back money.
And it's funny. So I know Zach probably wondered. So I've been watching the designer shows because I knew Zandra was coming on. Trying to do a little homework. So I have been watching Project Runway. Is Project Runway? Yeah, Project Runway for the last couple of days, and just trying to learn some of the lingo and when they talk about New York Fashion Week or anything like that. So that's the reason why I went from Hell's Kitchen to
she's just a binge watcher. So
and I am.
You don't never know what she's watching.
Well, that is true, but that was my whole purpose because I did want to learn some of the lingo because I knew you were gonna come on here and you talk about fashion and fashion. But when it comes to like like the New York Fashion Weeks and that kind of stuff. But just from what I see, and I know some of that stuff is scripted on TV, or maybe not. I don't know. I don't know.
Probably 50-50.
Yeah, because I just think it's kind of like crazy how they only have like 4 days to do a whole collection and have to do a runway shoot. But anyway, so when it comes to like New York Fashion Week, how do you go about being a part of it? Like, because you have a boutique.
Well, New York Fashion Week is that's where designers, people that design clothes, present their fashions.
Okay.
So when you're watching
unreleased material,
right? Rock the Run. What was it called?
With Tamara Cherie when she.
No, what was you been watching?
I've been watching Project Runway.
Those people are designers. They're designing fashion.
Okay, but can you, like, even though you're a boutique, could you go to Fashion Week?
I couldn't go to Fashion Week, but I can go out to LA and talk to the people that make the clothes out there, and I could say, hey, I want this dress to look like this, because at the end of the day, there's only one way to make a dress, only one way to make a pair of pants.
Right.
The only thing you can do is change the fabric and add an embellishment.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I could go out there and I could go to the fabric warehouse. I could go to the fabric stores and I could pick this fabric. Then I can talk to this lady who makes clothes, and I want this dress made out of this fabric with this bow, with this kind of button. You know, and so how that works, you know, is like I would buy the first lot. That first, if you ever look at your clothes, they have lots on them. They'll say lot 1, lot 2, no, cut 1, cut 2. Cut 3. That's how many times that style of dress has been cut.
Oh,
that style of pants have been cut 15 times, and however much they get off a bolt or bolts of fabric. So the first cut would be mine. So every time she sold it, you know what I'm saying? I own those 1,000 pieces. So I sell those 1,000 pieces. Now the second time she cut it, she gonna sell it to everybody.
So when you go to Atlanta, to LA, what do you look for? Like, how do you pick the pieces to go into your
all I'm selling you is my opinion.
Okay. So it's things that you like.
It's things that I like that I think you will like.
Okay.
This is no different than when you go buy cigars.
Yeah,
you look at them. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna put a tray. You're not gonna buy.
We're selling you what we think you like. We selling you what we like,
and hope that you like.
Hey, there you go.
So I'm selling you what I like and hope that you like it. Some things in 10 years, some things just didn't fly.
Okay.
It's the cost of doing business. Don't do that one again. Some things you can't keep enough of.
Right. Well, when I saw them jeans, I was like, I know they're gonna be flying off the ship. Let me hurry and get me a pair. Yeah, they but I'm glad you.
What's up, Kanoy?
Hey, Kanoy.
Yeah, that's my stylist.
Spoke them on up.
All right. Well, let's see. Let's see here. Another little fun facts from Zandra.
Go ahead. We full of fun facts today.
What's up, Al?
What advice would you give someone that's trying to start up their own boutique? I mean, I know there are more now.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Sweet and to the point.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
It's too hard now. It's too hard.
Do you think it's oversaturated?
It has nothing to do with the local, man. You just can't. I can't. I cannot compete with Shein and fashion.
Okay, so
there's no such thing. You cannot. Favor ain't fair, and God continuously blesses me, but I can't.
Okay, so with the newer, like the Shein and
the industry, they've made
Fashion Nova,
mass production.
Yeah, it's hard. It's
and
like
we're so accustomed to ordering and waiting to get it delivered.
Right. COVID, and then again, my prior to I made in 10 years, I made the most money in my life during COVID, when every woman was locked in the house, waiting to go outside. But also, COVID killed my business
because people weren't able to come in, or
we got lazy as women.
Oh, well, because we weren't going anywhere.
Well, you know, we like tights and t-shirts. No shape. We like comfy clothes. We like comfortable. You know, prior to my mom worked in Enterprise up until she got furloughed during COVID. Every day, if y'all think back, when you walked in the Enterprise office to rent a car, those men had on full suits and ties. My mama had to wear stocking to work. They had to dress. But again, we were more professional back then. Your customer service were better. So now we come to work any kind of way, and we treat our customer any
And
kind
it was
of
like
way.
that. I worked at Payless college years, and most of the cases I was the only guy in the store. But the wardrobe for men was shirt, tie, and slacks to sell
Because he
these
came
little
to work.
$10 shoes, and you even had to put the stock out in your good
In
shirt
your good
and
shirt.
tie.
Right.
You know,
Because, you know,
it was an image.
we're very laxed now. You know, we don't get dressed. We don't even get dressed to go to church.
Even for interviews now.
We don't. You
Interviews
don't.
now are polo shirts and jeans, polo shirts, and
you know, whatever. We
khakis.
don't. We don't. And we used to just, you know, we used church.
Yeah.
I walk
Because
in there with a suit on. They
look at you like we crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they just back. You know, like I don't know how we have as a people have just become. And not to offend anybody, I think we're just way too lax now in everything that we do.
Yeah. No, I agree.
We're too lax.
I agree.
You know, like I said, being a lady, that's your power. It's sundress season. Put a nice sundress on. Put some perfume on. Put some lipstick on. That's just me, and I can't infringe that on.
What about a little lip gloss?
Some.
Okay, now I do lip gloss.
Because at the end of the day, you're a lady. Because
Yeah,
my
I
girls
do lip
know
gloss.
I have 3 girls, 24, 23, 17. Mama, I wish you would.
Yeah, now
I ain't leaving my house with no bonnet on. You ain't leaving my house with no fuzzy house shoes on. We get up, even if we're not going anywhere, we get up and we put our clothes on. Because if I say let's go, what I'm not gonna do is wait on you to get dressed. Because you were supposed to get dressed when you hit that floor that morning. And that's a rule in my house. 24, 23, they still do it.
Well, I put on clothes. It might be 2 or 3 o'clock in the evening.
But you put them on.
I'm gonna get on up. I'm gonna do my little work shift, and then I'm gonna put my
since you
clothes
on here,
on.
we're still waiting on you, brother. If we got to make a special day for you, we'll do just that. Just let me know. Just text me and let me know. We got to have you.
I like your question, Betty.
You like my question?
I like your question.
I thought you took the glass off because you was in deep thought.
No, that was in my eye. With the sun was in my eye.
You know, we trying to see something.
Yeah, you know,
I put the glasses on.
my savior.
And again,
So
for the
let's
folks
see,
just coming in, we're talking with Zandra Bailey, owner of Vintage Barbie Boutique. Be sure to holler
This
at
might
her.
be a good
Let
one.
us style you.
Okay. So, and it's kind of we already answered this.
I can once you ask that question, I'll post some of her pictures. Let her talk about.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead because this one was it can lead into the pictures. The question was like, how do you stay motivated and creative, in this competitive industry? And so you could kind of talk about your pieces that you picked and kind of why you picked that one.
Well, I picked this one because it's classic. I mean, you could take that, you could dress that up or down.
Now, is that a dress?
That is a dress.
Blazer dress.
That is a dress. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that was a dress. Now, say you want to dress it down. Hey, put some tennis shoes on. Who gonna stop
you? Can put jeans on with that.
Put some tennis shoes on with that. Put some skinny leg jeans. You just put some skinny leg jeans on, a white beat, and leave it open.
Oh.
Throw a baseball cap on.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? You can dress that up or down. It just depends on what you want to do.
What you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that'll go back into the recycling the outfit.
Yeah.
You can make
Switch it up.
that
Right.
one outfit become 4 different outfits.
Right.
So just like it was a clip that Steve Harvey had been floating around for a few years, that every man needs at least
suit,
4
black suit,
basic
a
suits.
navy suit,
Right.
and a khaki suit.
Exactly.
You take them 4 suits
And
you
you
swap
mix and match.
100 different outfits with them 4 basic color suits.
Okay.
Because a lot of times, even for myself, we try to.
It might be that cool air on the.
We try to match textures. If the textures don't go, then I may not put this together. But when you're really doing different fashions, the textures just don't have to go.
No,
it's just more so making sure the pieces accent each other
and look good together.
Or even with the sock part, just say I got a nice little suit that has a certain color thread in it. I may bring that thread out with these socks.
I love a man to have a pair of raw color denim jeans. That dark blue with that tan color fabric. Thread going through them jeans. I can dress them jeans up, dress them down, dress them 100 different ways. Jeans. With them one pair of jeans. Every man needs those dark denim jeans with that one. That's a dress up or dress down. You can dress that belt down. It, don't belt it. It doesn't really matter. Okay. Put a shirt, put a white button down.
Would this be considered a jumpsuit?
That's a jumpsuit. It's a sequin jumpsuit. Now some women don't like their arms out. Put a white button down on it. Okay. Pop your collar. Leave a couple, button it all the way up, and leave a couple buttons.
And you have these in the boutique now?
That one is now sold out.
Oh, that one sold out. Okay, so sorry, ladies, that one is sold out.
That one sold out.
Okay.
That one is.
Okay. That one is sold out.
See. Now the yellow jump.
Let's go to the next. Okay.
Work.
I can see that for work.
You can leave work, go straight to a cocktail hour, out to dinner, church, because it's appropriate for church now. Church, you know, brunch.
Yep, that's a nice little brunch.
You know, again, flats, tennis shoes, heels. Don't be afraid to put tennis shoes with anything.
Oh, I don't, because now back in the day when I was of the world, I used to wear some heels.
Here we go.
Out of this world. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Al, this is the moment you've been waiting for. She is of the world again tonight.
Of the world. I used to wear like literally 5 to 6 inch heels. Stepping out. Thought I was cute.
5 to 6. You a grown woman.
I'm talking about, I think they might be in the storage room.
Stop it, girl.
Yeah, they might be in the storage room.
I'm sure they've been dry right.
I'm sure they have.
Don't get them out of there.
Yeah, but I was high stepping. You know, I'm trying to be seen.
You were that girl.
But then I had children.
And stop.
And baby, now I ain't been in nothing but flats and tennis shoes since then.
Wow. You know why I put heels on tonight? I put heels on tonight.
You have
well, no, I put it. I was on the date. But he's like, why? Because you still got to put those heels on. Because remember, walking the heels is an art. You got to make sure these calf muscles stay strong, and you got to be able to be sure you can support yourself.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not gonna fool no heels. I'm gonna tell you
about 4 inches is all I'm gonna do now.
Baby, kidding me, please.
Oh God. Oh God.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
Lord have mercy, Jesus.
I got a torn ACL.
I'll spit my drink out.
When up the world up in M-Bar one night.
Don't put it back on.
No, I can't. But I was up in M-Bar and Trip.
Let's not name
the last job
before they think M-Bar has something to do.
Well, no, I had a wonderful time.
Yeah.
I had a wonderful time. And had too many drinks.
That's okay.
And tumbled over my own feet.
She scrubbed the ground.
I scrubbed me, back it up. And so, and since then, I have not really been able to wear heels. Like I said, I mean, I tried. Now I got a pair of heels that the devil. I got them from. I'm gonna go ahead and say I got them from Fashion Nova. They as cute as can be. Just cute shoes. Baby, they eat my feet up every time.
Cheap shoes.
Every time.
I mean, cheap shoes.
I done spray my feet with the numbing spray. I done put the lidocaine on my feet. When my feet come back to life,
it's his head.
Baby,
and get what? I would have threw them in the garbage or gave them away. Because anything that hurt my feet, I ain't gonna do it. I
still got them. I throw them on every now and then. But they ain't gonna be on long.
Table to car to table shoes.
Yeah, exactly. But make your brand entrance.
I know for a guy, it's for everybody, but shoes. Well, and it's several brands out there. But at one while, I was Cole Hun, and at that rate, I wasn't getting them at regular price.
Right.
Because every store has
every man need a
clearance rack. I don't care what brand it is. If it's Gucci, Louis.
You better go out there to Johnson and Murphy and Outlet Mall. Yeah. They got one for you.
Yeah. My top 3 brands were Cole Hun, Johnson Murphy, Steve Madden.
Yes.
Those were the 3 top brand shoes that I would wear. And
but you know, Stacey Adams still comes up strong.
But I've never really worn.
You never bought Stacey.
I'm not against Stacey Adams. Of course,
Alvin, he said, "Oh, the world."
That's my boy Alvin shot. He be waiting on that other world.
Man.
But yeah, so that's kind of my 3 go-to brands: Cole Hun, Steve Madden, Johnson and Murphy.
Oh, yeah,
Again, I'm going back to especially with Johnson and Murphy. it's a classic shoe. Get your wingtip or cap toe. Wingtip, I don't care what you got on. You can wear a wingtip with anything.
Yeah.
Jeans.
And here's the thing. Like he said, your base shoes are fine. Then he can venture out sometime and buy a Zara shoe. He can go buy a shoe out of H&M, a fatty shoe, something he's just not gonna wear all the time. But his core shoes, he's right. It's just core. A good pair. Every woman need a good pair of black heels. You just need it. Even you, baby, you still need a good 2-inch heel.
And I have a pair. I have a pair, and they're a Jessica Simpson. Jessica Simpson. Now,
Jessica Simpson used to be my shoe.
Yeah, I like her.
Fat foot people.
Well, and see, I have a narrow foot.
That's a tongue twister.
Fat foot people. Fat foot people.
I like Jessica Simpson. So if I'm, she was my go-to when I was wearing heels.
Remember we can go get Jessica Simpson back in belts for $69.99.
I used to go to dealers because my cousin used to work there.
Now that same shoe $100+.
Yeah.
Right.
And I like to see, man,
like Jordans and Air Max.
Yeah. I used to go to dealers because my cousin used to work there, and I used to get her, get the discount.
Yeah.
But now again, heels. I throw on a heel every now and then. When I was in the world, I used to order my shoes.
She's saying a lot.
And I would order them because I would like them because they were different.
Podcast.
What?
Of the world?
Of the world live.
I
mean, she's just telling her.
She's
telling her.
I love Vintage of the world.
Yeah. I've never really been into like and I think they have cute shoes, but I know they're not for my feet, like Rainbow. Rainbow has cute shoes. Yeah, but because I was always looking for something different. Like because when I was going out, I wanted to be the one that was like, oh, that's so different. That's unique. Yeah. So that was kind of like my look. So a lot of the shoes that I would order, were different.
But would Rainbow be a one-time wear type deal?
No, I love to go Rainbow about some flip-flops. You can have them all summer long, but then I got 15 pair of other flip-flops to go along with them. But I have bought flip-flops out of Rainbow, and I still have them.
Yeah, I mean they have some cute. They have some cute stuff, especially like if you're gonna go to the beach.
Yeah,
if you don't even want to pay like a whole lot of money for vacation, they have a lot of cute stuff for vacation. Sliding flip-flops.
You know who I miss? Don't y'all miss Bakers?
Oh my God. I used to love Bakers. That store in the metro.
Since we're talking about shoes.
Yes, I used to love that store.
Our town, I could go buy him shoes all day. Him, i.e. a man. We don't have no shoe shops left anymore. You remember?
No, we really don't.
It used to be in Fondren on Mitchell. Pieces. That used to be my store.
No, but I do remember
Pieces moved out on Lakeland. We used to have shoe stores. What was the big one that used to be right there by Shapley's, behind KFC?
Oh, yes. Oh, now when they were not in business. Yes. When they went out of business, baby, I ran up. I got rain boots. I still got those rain boots.
That's why I learned how to wear cowboy boots. That lady taught me in there because I have a high instep. I used to couldn't wear cowboy boots. So I'm gonna give the ladies of the world
give them the tip.
I'm gonna give the ladies of the world a tip. If you have a high instep or you just can't get in a boot, put a shopping bag, a grocery store bag on your foot and put your foot in the bag, and I promise you that shoe gonna slide right on in that boot.
Wear the boot with the bag
then you push the bag down. You wear that boot all day.
It's on
stretch your boot for your foot. You might have to do it 2 times, but if you wear it long enough that one day, cowboy boots, all that, men, same thing.
What's the break-in period for boots?
Yeah, and that's gonna help you break.
I bought a pair of boots for Boots and Brim. Was it last year?
Yeah,
when we went. And it wasn't nothing expensive. I found them at Academy. They may have been $60, $70, but there was a break-in period.
There's a break-in.
When I first put them on, I'm like, oh, these things ain't it.
But they think supposed to make them pop. Like they supposed to be tight.
But you have to wear them so many times to stretch that leather. So now that I've worn them to work and everything else, they've broken in. Now they're comfortable. For the longest time, I wasn't a boot person at all.
Me either, because I couldn't.
Right.
But now I can't.
It just wasn't that. I didn't think there was a look for me.
Right.
But now I like a good square toe.
I'm going to the trail.
I have
It ain't even about no trail ride. If I can get me a good square toe boot now, I don't want the pointed toe.
Right, the square toe.
I ain't got to have eel skin, snake skin,
I
all that. I just want a good old classic square toe boot.
I love a man in a cowboy boot because that's what my daddy used to wear. So, and my daddy would get up, and my daddy would get up every day. He put his boots on, he put a pair of slacks on every day, and a button-down shirt. And my daddy was
to the gods.
And hey, my daddy was outside every day though. Even my daddy did it every day. My daddy got up. If he was going to General Motors, my daddy worked at General Motors when they first opened. He retired out. My daddy wore slacks and a polo shirt every day.
And them boots. Boots on the ground.
Every day.
So boots on the ground ain't new, y'all.
Nah.
And honestly, being in manufacturing, I used to wonder how these people could wear these boots
All
day, every day.
Is it because is it different with the steel toe boot though, or
we didn't have to wear steel toe. We just had to wear leather.
Oh, okay.
But now steel toe is a whole nother beast, and it's just because you got that plate going across the top of your feet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you still got to break that leather part in for that plate to even not cut your toes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it's just a break-in period for all shoes.
Yeah.
So even with the athletes, cleats and basketball shoes, you got to break them in.
You got to break
so although our celebrity NBA players, NFL players, they get new cleats every game. Some of them elect not to wear them because they've already broken in the old pair.
Yeah.
You know, you want to be comfortable, especially in that job or that profession. You want to be comfortable, but when you're standing up on your feet 8 to 10 hours a day, like most manufacturing jobs are, you want to have something that's comfortable for you.
Mm-hmm.
What's your next question?
I forgot about bakers. You remember life. Love y'all.
That was a good, and I've shopped in bakers.
Yeah, I used to love that store.
Buying gifts for whatever. But it was a good classic.
They had some
women's shoes.
Great shoes there. I was just in Nashville not too long ago, and I fell in love. They had a real live functioning mall. Like it was a big mall
with all the stores.
All the stores they were open,
and they were
name brand,
not all the boutique places.
Mm-hmm. I was in heaven, y'all. I was in that mall 4 hours.
Yeah,
and I love.
I don't like nobody's mall that much.
Well, I was hanging out. I was excited.
But I get it because you
store to store because
you don't
get anymore.
You don't see that anymore.
Even when we go across the way, all the major stores are depleted.
Yeah,
you know,
because there's everybody shop online because they don't think there's no need. I still like trying my stuff on.
There you go. I was just about to say just that.
I love to try my shoes on. Like I said, I got little fat feet.
And see, that goes back to particular brands.
Yeah.
So if I buy a Cole Haan shoe, I know that if I wear slip on, it's this size. If I wear lace up, it's this size.
Right.
When I go to Old Navy or Banana Republic or Gap, since they're all three the same company, I know exactly what size pants I need to get, what fit I want, and it's gonna fit every time. And what people didn't know about Banana Republic, and they haven't done this in years, but the day after Christmas was the best day to get all the jeans because their jeans that normally run $70, $80 a piece would be $25 the day after Christmas. So I would go in there and buy me $200 worth of jeans.
And now you straight for the year.
And that's straight for the year.
Straight for the year.
I give me 8 pair of jeans for the year. I'm good.
Yeah.
Because everybody got a favorite pair of jeans.
Everybody got
I don't care how many thousand outfits you got in the closet. This is my go-to pair of pants. I'm going to wear probably 3 out of the 7 days of the week. I'm going to have these jeans on.
And I'm a challenge.
They're going to be washed.
Since we're talking about jeans, I'm going to challenge women right now. Okay. I need y'all to go and buy a stiff pair of jeans.
Stiff.
Now, what's stiff?
Not most jeans have 3%, 4%, 5% spandex.
Oh, okay.
You don't know how to
just straight jeans.
Just straight jeans. Just go buy some
not
jeans.
No stretchy jeans.
It'll help you keep your weight down. That hurts your feelings.
Well, my feelings got hurt when I used to work at a certain place and I had to wear scrubs. Yeah. Scrubs will hurt your feelings too.
Well, scrubs they put stretch in them.
Well, what I'm saying, everybody is so, and you try to wear so you go back to regular clothes. It's like, dang, I wear medium in these, but then I got to go to an extra large in my streetwear.
The scrubs are, for me, in my opinion, they probably show your form more than anything that you wear.
Now you funny he said that because my friend guy was like, he said, "You want to put scrubs on?" I don't know why men love women in scrub pants.
Well, yeah, because they're more
it's
fitted.
the truth.
Yeah,
But
I
the
mean,
truth-
it's more fitted. But
When I
again,
worked at Nissan, I used to wear scrub pants and a t-shirt to work every day, but it didn't matter because I was in paint, so I had on the paint suit.
Right.
But I used to. That's why that was my outfit.
and I love scrubs. Honestly, I mean,
They come.
they are so again cute and comfy. That's my thing. I just want to be cute and comfortable.
And we'll give you another tidbit for anybody that shops at Old Navy, like myself. When I got there, one of the associates told me that everything that ends in 97 is like clearance, like super clearance. So you can go in there and get jeans. Matter of fact, these jeans I got on right now, I paid $5 for.
Well, what you
Because they were
$4.97,
$4.97,
Oh,
$5.97.
$4.97. Okay.
Anything that
That's the
ends
rock
in 97 is extra
marked down.
marked
If
down.
you don't buy it,
but the only thing is,
box it up and send it
right?
out
No.
to stock.
The employees buy it. That's how you end up not getting it,
Didn't it?
because they get the first pick on it before you even know that it exists. So I just happened to be in there that particular day. I had a pair of jeans that might have been $20. She's like, well, if you find something that's 97, it ain't gonna be but $2-3. So I found these. They were $4, $5. But it was only one pair. It was like it was meant for me to have.
They were yours. God waiting on you.
Yeah,
But this has been one of my favorite pair of jeans. Because they were darker than this when I first got them. But I don't want them and wash them so much.
They were. What's your next question?
Okay, let's see. Okay.
And shout out to Country Cigars once again. This is a very good smoke, my brother.
Okay. Let's see. I know.
What? That's something I want to talk about.
Okay, I'm looking for
Take over.
Another thing, when most times I do a speaking engagement, I talk about what I call Foundation 101. Okay? Foundation 101. You must look good under your clothes to look good in your clothes. Ladies, twice a year, you need to make it your business to go get resized for bras.
Oh, yeah.
Your bra size change, whether you gain weight or lose weight, your bra size change. Ladies, full coverage panties. The bikini cuts, if they don't fit right, all those things. Your underwear shouldn't be cutting into you, and then you put on a tight dress, and now
you got your line and your rolls.
Ladies, go get your panties. Those panties are good for the bedroom. They're not good for you wearing outside. All women need foundation.
Say that what that part said.
They're good for the bedroom. They're not always good for outside.
All right.
Oh, well, I don't wear mine outside.
Full coverage panties.
I'm just hoping you listen.
All women need shapewear. I don't care. I'm looking at
all. That's a good question.
All women. Let me look at it. All women need shapewear.
What's the best shapewear that you
It just
suggest?
depends on what you're going for. As I was raised.
Because I know the girdles is what they
girdles.
Girdles.
And we don't buy girdles now more so we wear shapewear. It just depends. My favorite one
The term is changed.
Assets you remember I tell you all the time. Assets by Spanx. That's
Spanx,
Target. Love them. Love them.
I think I got a couple.
Assets by Spanx. They sell them in Target. I love the full shapewear. Come all the way up. Your panty come all the way up. Smooth these things out, But if you're not looking good under your clothes, there's no way your dress gonna look good.
Oh, and I'm glad you said that. And I guess that's a thing for me. I guess maybe Facebook trying to tell me, because now when I go on Facebook, all these ads for Shapeplex.
Shapeplex is coming up strong, and they are pushing that brand. I did buy Shapeplex. I do like it. I do.
I said, well, maybe that's.
So let me ask this question: since we're talking about shapewear, as women, are you all against men wearing shape tank tops, whatever? Because I want to buy a couple.
Myrtle.
Yes,
because I feel like in order to get the look that I want, I need all these things to be
lined up. Especially if you want to wear them.
I'm not ashamed. Everybody know I got a Snoopy stomach.
Spanx sells shapewear for men. They at Dillard's.
I ain't gonna put the whole shorts and all that stuff. I just want a tank top.
It's a tank top. and it sucks you in some. It's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong because at the end of the day, you want to look good in your clothes, and you want to look good when you step out. So that's my thing, ladies. Twice a year, I told you, beginning of the year, midway of the year. And maybe if you know you didn't gain 15, 20 pounds, first place the weight goes in your boobs. You go to our stomachs and our boobs. Go buy new bras. Go buy new panties. Panties, clean out the panty drawer. You done had them panties in there 2 years, they are dirty. I don't care. Even if you think they clean, they dirty. Throw them away. New panties don't last for about 6 months.
So are we recommending seamless panties?
If they
or
fit right. Panties. Seamless panties are great as long as they fit right, because you got to get them to fit right. If they don't fit, there you go. They don't fit right, better what they do. They're going in your butt. So now you're picking them out all day. Yeah, they got to fit right. Seamless is great, but they just need to fit.
I'm just asking. I'm that guy that will go out and buy what I want to see my wife in,
as you should.
But I need to know. And she hadn't complained about anything that I bought, but I need to know that
we need some drives.
I need to know that it's fit.
Yeah.
Like we mentioned just a few minutes ago, there are certain things that I want to see her in the privacy of our bedroom.
That's right. As you
so
should.
I will buy those things.
So you want a bright color men? I know men like a lot of bright colors. You don't like bright colors?
No, I just like.
you like what you like?
Just to dress it up a little.
Switch it up. I told him today. Hey,
I mean, we grown.
I got dressed. I said today you sit at the bar with Keisha today, because I might tell you meet me at the bar in a month. I might have red hair.
We all grown and naked just ain't it all the time.
Ain't it. I think I'm extremely
for men, and I'm speaking for myself, but some men may agree. We want that visual. It ain't just jump in the bed naked. No, I want to see you do this, that.
Ladies, you heard what he said? They don't like it. They don't always like it when you jump in the bed with that hair bonnet on.
Oh no!
Well, I don't wear no bonnet.
Get that man that same woman.
You can put the bonnet on
after he does
after whatever.
All right.
But just the presentation.
It's key.
It's
no secret. I wear wigs. Hey, sometimes I'm keep wigs because he wants that girl that he just left with.
Right.
Not that bust down woman you came home, took your makeup off, you took your wig off, you tied your head
I'm gonna
up.
get you sucker.
You got a ragged t-shirt on.
You took your booty off.
You took the lashes off. He looking like what? I'm good, baby. I'm gonna go sleep. But that's just something I just really want women to always remember. I really need us ladies to do that. Do that for me. Do that. I hate for somebody to come into the boutique. I ain't got my good bra on. You knew you was coming to try on clothes. Why you ain't got your good bra on?
My boy Al said, "Don't buy the tank top. Just go get in the gym."
True.
I ain't got that motivation, man.
He working on that.
I'm just gonna be honest with you. Gymming, and I'm just creating the word. Gymming has never been my thing.
Well, you got
now, if you want to get on the basketball court, baseball field. I told you I was supposed to be pumping that bike up. I ain't pumped it up yet, but I just had to enjoy my first week of relaxation.
As you should.
But that bike will be coming out because the next time y'all see me, I will not be 400 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm trying to lose at least 20.
You can
and for all people, men and women are like the hardest 20 to lose is right here in the midst.
Always.
Now I haven't birthed any children. But that is the hardest part to lose for anybody.
I lost, what was it, like 150 pounds. I gained, anytime I gain something, it's coming right back to the stomach. So then I gotta, and again, that's why I wear shapewear every day. I wear the ones that compress my stomach. Why? Control your stomach.
So Al, give me a workout that I can do.
Sit up
at the house.
Sit up straight.
Sit up, some push-ups,
holding my stomach in. I
planks or something.
Sitting up. See the difference.
Just send me a regimen I can do at home and don't require me getting a gym membership.
Okay. You got to train ourselves. My mama wore a long line bra there. Her life 77 years old, and ain't got nothing that looked like a
long line
bra. They used to. You remember Betty the White? It's like the corset was attached to her bra. Her bra came down to here every day. My mom, 77 years old, she ain't got nothing that even looked like a stomach, and she birthed 2 children. Still fine today.
Amazon and see if I
can
find
so I have and we didn't attend college together, but she's a fellow alum of Stillman College. She sells a waist trainer. Is that something that's did you should get? Or is
If
it pros and cons to waist
pros
trainer?
and cons to waist trainers. Now, when I'm on my stuff, lately I've been a little off. When I'm on my stuff, when I work out, I wear a waist trainer the whole time I'm working out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's nothing wrong with wearing your waist trainer under your clothes. You know, women that have had their stomach done, they tend to wear, because if you're gonna pay for it, you might as well take care of it.
Take care.
So yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, and there's nothing wrong with men. When men that work out, they
if you
wear
date
waist
back
trainers.
to the early 1920s, 1930s,
all
women wore corsets.
Men too. They did it.
Yeah,
too. They did it too.
Especially the men in England.
The men in England,
Right.
the kings, and those men that were formerly
and
dressed.
honestly,
they had them on.
Since you mentioned England is probably revered for men. Is one of the most fashionable places in the world.
Yeah,
because
men in Europe are more free.
They wear suits. Like I follow a guy that's a cigar connoisseur, and they have a David off in London, England. And if you watch the Kingsman or any of those movies where they're dressed up in the suits, everybody that comes to this particular cigar lounge is in a double-breasted suit.
Man.
A suit. They're a classic man. They got the umbrella, the whole
and guess
thing.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing at all. And I like the classic man image.
Get up and put it on.
I like the classic man.
And what you're doing is you're challenging another man. I love a well-dressed man.
And if we don't have nothing like that here, we got to create it.
Create it.
You know,
create
we don't always have to run to Atlanta, run to Miami, run to.
Y'all could pick a cigar bar and say
this night we're gonna dress like this.
Well, that's what our social club is gonna be like.
This night we're gonna look like.
I love putting on a good suit.
Yeah, you should.
You know, I just want to be able to button that one button.
You should.
But once I get that button, you ain't gonna be able to tell me I'm girl.
I like my man classic. I like my man casual. I like him in shorts and a t-shirt. Then I also need him to know how to put on some slacks, a shirt, a blazer, and some jeans.
So since you're talking about it, man, let's see if this myth is true or not from you women. Do you judge men by the shoes that they have on?
Yes. I'm gonna look at your shoes and your mouth. Two things I'm gonna look at. I'm gonna look at your shoes and I'm looking at your mouth.
Your shoes ain't running over.
Your mouth
and your teeth ain't caked up with butter.
You got to.
Because everybody that got a full-time job has a dental plan, whether you take advantage of it or not.
You get your teeth cleaned 2 times a year for free. So if you ain't going, it's because you don't
in between that, you need to be flossing and doing everything.
Hell, I don't know. I ain't looked at no man in 5 years.
You can tell a lot. I'm not about a watch that he wears. His timepiece.
Well,
I used to be big on that. I know we've all gotten into the Apple watches, the Galaxy watches.
You can tell a lot about a man's watch.
But I do feel like a good watch.
You like
how it smell?
Yeah, I love the smell of
smell.
Yeah,
it's the smell.
Yeah,
I would say smell.
I don't know if you know what scents I have, but what is your favorite scent of what you know I have? You don't know. I'm just we put the spotlight. I don't have Sauvage.
No, shit, I don't know.
Because let me tell you how I pick scents, and I usually just go to dealers. Usually when I go, I ask whoever the associate is, what is the newest fragrance you have that everybody doesn't have?
Right. You know what my go-to is? And this one goes across the board. Bond number 9 cheese. It's a unisex and it smells different on everybody. CHEZ.
And all scents smell different on
everybody because it's got a mix of joy.
What I've learned for myself, anything blue works good for me.
Yeah, and that's how I buy scents
Coach
for him
blue,
because I know he like blue.
Polo blue.
You like cool, then that means you like a cool scent.
Yeah, I like I don't want nothing overbearing. And that you can smell me down the street.
Let's not forget the old school cool water still smell good.
Now, my dad, I think my dad.
But in my little collection that I have right now, I think the most compliments that I've gotten have come off of John Barbados. Artesian blue. I have a Invictus Victory. So I have a couple of Invictus scents. I have a few John Barbados because it's a very soft. I like soft. I want you to smell me when I get on you, not smell me before I come up to you.
Yeah.
So For all you women out there wearing white diamond, throw that.
Oh Lord,
throw it in the garbage.
please
So it
chalk
will
it.
make your head hurt.
Please, chalk that.
Sherman
Chalk
said ocean blue. So Sherman, you have to tell us who makes ocean blue. Matter of fact, Bath and Body Works, I think, has
Has
a
some good ones.
that may
They
be
have some
ocean blue.
great
They have a so don't sleep on the department store. Well, they're not department store, but don't sleep on like the Old Navy cologne, the Banana Republic cologne. And to truth be told, Route 21
has great scent.
CJ Black was one of my favorite scents
And
for
what?
only
And that was probably
$10.
a dupe of what though? Did you ever research what
I
that
don't
was a
even know
dupe
what
of?
if you like this, you like that.
Yeah.
You know, so and I have a decent collection. I may have like 15 bottles. I know people got hundreds or whatever.
Ooh,
But I get what works for me. And the one that I did like, I ended up leaving it. She had a conference at a hotel in Sheraton, and I left the whole little thing. It was Prada Ocean.
Good one.
You know.
You know who makes great sense? Paris Hilton.
Oh yeah,
Britney Spears.
Yeah.
I like Britney Spears.
Well, and I wasn't gonna chime in, but you know, I like the sense at the Walgreens when you have to have the lady come and open the cabinet.
Yeah, they have name brand scents.
Yeah, they have
sell Burberry.
Yeah,
same thing when you go to Burlington. Burlington's may have some of those older scents that
I love to go to
that
Ross,
the department
TJ
stores
Maxx
may
and
not
look at the
carry
counter.
anymore. So I'll tell you another good one, Usher VIP.
Yeah, now
Good. I still wear Usher.
And you can't go wrong with
I still wear Obsession.
No.
Calvin Klein.
This was a popular one.
It's a woodsy, so I wear it in the fall.
Curve.
Curve. Mambo.
Curve Crush.
Curve Crush. Mambo smell good on men and women.
I know in the late 90s, Issey Miyake was a thing, but they have Issey Miyake Sport.
I have Issey Miyake.
Issey Miyake Sport is way
that
better
be a good one.
than Issey Miyake.
I might need to go.
So that used to be one of the things. I like colognes, I like watches, I like socks. Those are my three things. And my brand for watches was Fossil.
Yeah.
So it hurt my heart when they closed the Fossil store. You know, now I got to go to Dillard's and McRae's and pay $100 and something for something I could have got for 30 or 40.
Now that I'm sitting here, I'm just thinking about saying, I've been knowing you a long time. I'm sick of you. I need to trade you in.
Well, at least 10 years since you've been doing the business.
Yes, and
so
I met
a solid
you.
10 years.
Yeah,
through a photo shoot.
Yes.
Because you were a hair model.
Yes, for Pure Illusion. Yes. Yeah. Man, that made me know you a long time.
What you say? You got to get rid of?
I'm about sick of him. I've been trying to
join the club.
Straight in the road, God. Lord have mercy.
There's plenty of folks sick of me, but
I don't know what time we wrap up. But ladies, I just
Al
want to
says
say
his go-to is Creed.
Creed.
Al Creed for certain people is great. I tried Creed.
You don't like none of the Creed?
No, it's not that I don't like it. I didn't get the response from it that you would thought you would get. Oh, this is Creed. Oh, he like some women say if he got Creed on this. No, it didn't. It didn't fit my pheromone.
Which one did you get though?
Well, actually, I sampled it from somebody.
Me.
So they gave me a few squirts in a
bottle. My place used to be Maison Wise. If I ever wanted a high-end scent and I wanted to see what.
But I personally will not pay $300 something for a bottle of cologne. Oh. That's me. I'm not knocking anybody that does because again, let's go back to the Route 21. CJ Black, it was $10. I got more compliments off a $10 cologne than I've got off any expensive cologne. And for me, expensive is $150.
Yeah, that's it. Well,
that's my max.
The $10 colognes and the $100 colognes.
And you got to know the difference between perfume and parfum.
That's the difference. The alcohol. Pure perfume only takes a couple of drops, and you're gonna smell all day. The more alcohol, all it means you just need to reapply. It's all the same thing. You just need to reapply it at the end of the day.
And let's talk about reapplication. You don't need to smell yourself.
No.
So that don't mean every break you go freshen up, spray some more on. Once you leave, if you put it on as soon as you get out of the shower, it should last you the whole
only thing that's gonna kill our scent is
right.
Well, yeah. But other than as long as I'm not doing this, I'm a smell. Like he said, immediately get out of the shower, I spray my perfume. Now it's going into my pores and I'm absorb it all day. But when we do this, now I may reapply because this overpowers it.
Yes,
yeah,
definitely.
But other than that, he's right. You should smell all day.
Well,
yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see. What's the time?
8:20.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to think. I guess I don't have any more questions. Oh, I do have one more. One more question. What is your best-selling item right now? And we need to put her website up there as well.
Dresses. So everybody's looking for something white right now.
White. Okay.
Dresses.
We need to put the website up there so they can. They'll know.
That's what everybody's looking for. And before we wrap up, I just want to say, ladies, again, Dinner on Blanc is coming, and I know this is a big event. Tell me what you're looking for, and let me see if we can go ahead and find it. And kind of like tell me now, because we're 3 weeks out. Gotta give you a chance to get it. Y'all didn't put, like, I have a couple of new pieces. Y'all didn't pick any of those.
See. Which ones? No, now those are the pictures you sent me. What you got new?
Right.
Now, these
I guess we can't. Ain't no way to.
No,
ain't no way.
I don't think nothing you gave me was new.
No, and I just got those in, so I should have gave you some new ones, but it's no big deal.
Yeah. Well, let's get the website.
Yeah.
Let's put the website up there,
and
so that way are they online?
They're on my website.
Okay.
They're on all my social media.
It? What's the website?
www.vintage Barbie BTQ.com.
Okay. So that way they can go on the website.
Yes. I do offer afterpay, ladies. So that helps us out a little bit.
All right. And I also threw in Prada Black as we're wrapping up the scents.
Yeah.
I like Prada, and Prada is affordable. So like I said, I give myself a cap. I don't want to spend more than $150 on cologne.
I like a good old secret body spray.
But I know what fits me.
You see that picture right there? That just had.
Let's go back.
Don't remove.
Let's go back. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's an in-house picture. Zach, it's always great to have a good chemistry with your photographer. You must feel comfortable in front of your photographer, ladies. So when you're representing your brand, your photographer has to be. That's my friend. My friend took that picture. You see that real smile? He said something goofy.
Ain't no telling what I
ain't no telling what he said.
Late or something.
He said something. But to get that smile, I feel comfortable with this man. So you should always feel comfortable with your photographer. Yeah. Some photographers creepy. Zach is not a creepy.
I'm not that guy.
He's not that guy.
I am a married man.
He love it. He love it. You can't entice him. He gonna take a good.
I need my coin.
That's all he wants. He gonna take a good clean photo. So ladies, I shout this man out. I have been using this man for over 10 years. He's an excellent photographer. He does a little bit more.
Shout out tonight for your brand, for your business.
Oh yeah, they know who I am.
Well,
Z Robinson Photography. Those of you who don't know who I am.
Yeah.
Z Robinson Photography is who I am.
And I only use 2. That's it. That's the only
and
one.
Al said the black looked nice on her.
Thank you, Mr. Al. But this is my guy. I just want to say thank y'all.
No,
thank y'all for the opportunity to come on and talk about what I love.
Well, I just know about the fashion, what's coming down the pipeline, what's coming up next, all that good stuff.
And like you tell anybody that comes on, any new events you have coming up, send them to us. We'll gladly post them, share them. And what we talk about all the time, it doesn't cost you anything to share somebody's page, share somebody's information, subscribe, whatever you need to do. That doesn't cost you a dime, because it's all about supporting each other.
Lastly, I do styling. I do closet organization, and closet organization is so important when you're getting dressed. If your closet is organized, it makes you getting dressed so much easier.
Do you do like the color coordinating?
I don't go color. I will, if that's what you're into. I will do that.
I just see it on
but
TV.
My closet is set up. I turned my office into my closet. Zach may have seen it. Dresses are with dresses, pants are with pants, skirts are with skirts, shorts are with shirts, and my closet is half the size of this room, and I can promise you, I know when it's missing. If I buy I know the pieces that you got from me, so I can easily say, boom, boom, boom. My male client, I know what he got in his closet. put this with that. It's amazing how when you doing what God told you to do, how each client just falls in line for me. So again, I sell clothes, I style clothes, I organize closets. If you need me, call me.
Do you want your number out there?
Sure, 601.
Okay.
My business line is 601.
Okay, exactly. Put the number out there.
It ain't no secret, ain't gatekeeper. You got to call.
I just didn't know if you
want
to just reach out to me.
I know how to send the people away that ain't got no
business. You know when you ain't about no
301 3065.
3065. All right. So again,
there you go.
Text me, call me. Yeah, hey, this is a business line, everybody. Okay. After a certain time, I'm just not gonna respond. I ain't gonna respond too late.
And respectfully,
I ain't gonna respond too early.
For any business, you shouldn't be responding you shouldn't be asking questions at 9, 10 o'clock at night.
Lord
if it comes across your mind at that time of night, just wait till the next day.
Hold it. Please hold it.
You can send it. I'm not gonna reply.
I'm not gonna respond. And plus, after a certain while, my phone gonna stop all notifications anyway, because people tend to think because you're a private business. Zach don't want to talk about cigars at 9 o'clock at night.
No, I don't.
Betty don't want to talk about cigars.
What Big Red said, my business hours are from 9 to 5.
Oh, okay. And we're gonna cut that thing off. Right. Okay, I cut that off at 6 o'clock. Respectfully. Yeah. I'm not gonna answer. So yeah.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in. If you need styling for dinner on Blanc or just an event for the summer, because summer breeze is coming up too,
Come
y'all.
on. Anything. So if you're going on a trip, you need me to go put some outfits together. Let's go.
Well, thank you again, Ms. Zandra, for coming and hanging out with us for Velvet Puffs Live. We will see you all next time.
Next week, baby. Bye. Remember to keep on puffing.
Maybe she got some friends. What's her name? I don't know her name. Her name is